Happy Friday, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we bring you quick updates of stories that we are following for you right now. We're on a lot of different platforms, our website, our apps, social media, over-the-top platforms like Amazon Fire and Roku, and Facebook. I have to shout out Facebook because that's where you can interact with us live. I've got more than 100 of you on our Facebook stream right now. Thank you guys for joining us. So it's not over. I know. We're all waiting for the gubernatorial race to be certified. Keep in mind, it actually can be certified today. So we want results. We could get them. However, we also learned this morning that Stacey Abrams' camp says they are considering another round of legal challenges over votes. While nothing has officially been filed right now, her team of lawyers says they are considering using a statute that has never been used in a gubernatorial race. The team would actually collect written statements from Georgia voters who either had a hard time voting or were turned away on Election Day because of a clerical error. Abrams could then take these statements to the Georgia Supreme Court and challenge the entire election process. Her opponent, Brian Kemp, was serving, of course, as Secretary of State while also running for governor. Abrams' camp has repeatedly accused Kemp of suppressing votes in order to sway and win the election. Kemp has consistently denied those allegations. Abrams' advisors and lawyers right now stress that the candidate has not made a decision about whether or not she wants to proceed with this challenge. So for those of you just tuning in, I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, did they finally certify a governor? No, that is not what we're announcing, although it could happen later today. What we're announcing is that Stacey Abrams' team says they are now considering a lawsuit that has never been used before to sway and to influence the gubernatorial race. They're saying right now, again, for those of you just joining us, they could take statements to the Georgia Supreme Court. Those statements would fall in one of two categories. One, a voter in Georgia who had a difficult time voting, or two, a voter who was turned away because of a clerical error. They would take those written statements, give them to the Georgia Supreme Court, and say that our electoral process in the state is unconstitutional. That's never been done before, but her legal team is considering it. They have not filed it, but it's something they're considering it. What we're focused on at the station is the fact that today, as of Friday at 5 p.m., it is possible for the acting Secretary of State to formally announce certifiable results in the governor's race. So there's still a lot going on, but the good news is we could have an official declared governor by the end of today. However, if this lawsuit is filed, that technically could delay things more. We will keep you in the loop. If the Abrams camp decides to file it, we will let you know. That is certainly worthy of a breaking news alert, and we will get that to you and follow it very closely. I know a lot of you guys just want an answer. We do too, and we will get you the results as soon as we learn them. All right, moving on to other political news. All 159 counties have certified their election results officially. They are all certified. Secretary of State, again, can do that at 5 p.m. today. Kemp leads Abrams by nearly 55,000 votes. The last county to certify everything was Gwinnett. Volunteers actually were scrambling to finish the count. And in addition, a judge, of course, had a last-minute order that they had to count some absentee ballots. It was made worse by protesters. Again, we are following this very closely. And you know what? Those protesters, they tried to make things a lot worse, but it turned out okay in the end.
We are asking for a recount of all of the 159 counties that when they offer their certification for their races, that they have to be rechecked.
Justice is not something you can just wait around for, that you have to get out and pursue it.
All right, I see the comments. You guys are saying, what in the world is going on? How is this happening? The Secretary of State can certify the statewide results anytime today after 5 p.m. However, she has to do it before 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Abrams can only take her legal action if she chooses to at that time. I know it's a lot to keep up with. We are doing our best to make sure it is clear and that everyone is properly in the loop. So let me boil it down for you right now. We still don't have a certified governor for the state of Georgia, but we will soon, and we'll let you know all about it. All right, moving on. WTOC is taking a look into local arrests connected to drugs. Amanda LeBreau is working on that story for you right now. She has a preview.
Hey there, Amanda LeBreau at the Chatham County Detention Center, talking about the number of people in our area arrested in the last 2 months on drug charges. So Director Everett Reagan, who heads up the Chatham Savannah Counter Narcotics Team, or CNT, gave commissioners an update this morning at their meeting about the kind of drugs they were finding in our area in the last 2 months and how many people they arrested and how many cases they investigated. So the big thing that he was explaining to commissioners, the kinds of drugs that they arrested people for in September and October, not the same as they were arresting people for in previous months. So we'll have an update on those drugs, what people are finding here, and why he says he doesn't think they're going away anytime soon. Tonight on The News at 5.
A local school in South Carolina has beefed up security today. There are more deputies at Hilton Head Island Elementary IB school today after a student found a threat written in the girls' bathroom. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office is working to figure out who wrote that threat and decide whether or not it is credible. The increased officer presence on campus is just a precaution to make sure students, staff, and faculty are safe as the investigation continues. WTOC has calls out to the school system to make sure everything is okay. We haven't heard of any incidents today. If we do, we will let you know. But again, school threat made in the inside of a girl's bathroom. Extra police officers on scene today. All right, let's move on to weather. If you're anything like me, you walked outside and you said, woo, a little too cold. Let me put on another jacket. We have a look at what we can expect this weekend with meteorologist Andrew Gorton.
Well, hey there, everybody. Hope you found a way to warm up from this chilly Friday morning now into the afternoon. Most of us in the 50s. Still cool out there. Hinesville taking its time getting back up to the 50-degree mark, but most of us will hang out in the 50s here for the remainder of the afternoon, going into the evening back in the 40s after sunset. Most of us in the 40s even by about 7 o'clock, and that is just before kickoff for most of these high school football games here. Tonight, if you're going to one of the games, I would suggest, a blanket or something to put down on those cold metal bleachers, and by halftime or say about 9 o'clock, it'll be in the mid-40s. So if you have plans outside this evening, dress warm. Now for this weekend, we are going to be warming up during the afternoon. Still cool for our Saturday morning with inland temperatures at mid to upper 30s along the coast, closer to 40 for Saturday morning. But how about plenty of sunshine and close to 70? Not quite there on Saturday. I think we'll get there on Sunday, but with a few more clouds.
So that's good news to know that our weather this weekend, the highs will be a little bit higher than normal. I'm looking forward to that. Guys, we're almost through today. Those of you who are watching at work and took a little break, we appreciate you joining us. As always, if you're watching, especially those of you on Facebook, right there, Romney Smith TV, go be my friend. I want to interact with you directly. You can always get our web stories on our website at WTOC.com. That's all we have for now. We got to get ready for the newscast, so I will see you tonight starting at 5 o'clock. Have a great evening.